Hey guys, as you might know, I picked up the Note 5. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Um, so what do I think about it? Well, this might be a long video, might be a part one, part two, but I'm not quite sure yet. But here it goes. Look and feel, I like it. It's really nice. It feels great in the hand. Just like everybody else says, you know it's curved, as you can see on the corners, on the back. It's got the nice edges. Very nice. The drawbacks to that for myself, it feels great in the hand, but it's like crazy slippery. Crazy slippery. And as you can see, just me going like this, look at all the fingerprints, right? Nasty. I don't like it. Um, Very solid. Feels solid in the hand like this. But another gripe that I have is that, push that back in. Um, oh crap, 1 second. Let me do this 1 second so I don't do that again. Lock the screen. Okay, so that's not going to happen again. So, one of the things I don't like about it is that because it doesn't have the defined edges on the side like the Note 4, I find a lot of times, just like you saw right there, when you hang on to it, my fingers, the edges, if I'm hanging on to it like this, or even here on the sides, it starts to push something. And see, now I'm doing something that I didn't really want to do. That happens to me a whole bunch of times. So what do? First thing I do is grab the case. I'm going to clean the back of it first so it doesn't look nasty if I take it out to show somebody. So that's a lot, right? That's a lot cleaner. This is just a regular TPU case, from Best Buy. I like it. Here, let me put it back in. This, it's a piece of metal. It's a super thin aluminum that I have. I got a bunch of little plates like this, right? Just like that, super thin, super thin. Why do I have that? Because in my car I have a magnetic holder. Just check my videos. I actually have a video on that. So this little plate on the back. So when I get in the car, I just like this, just like that. See, I got one here too. Now I've heard people say, "Oh, that's gonna mess up your phone." Well, okay, if you say so, but from what I know, I've been doing this since the Note 1, 2, actually Note 1, 3, 4, and now the Note 5, and even the HTC One, one something, I forget, 1X, I forget which one I had. But anyway, I've been doing the that for a long time for a lot of phones. I don't have any issues. If you do, I don't know what to tell you. So the other thing that I like a lot about the phone, look and feels great. The screen is beautiful, super crisp. The chips super fast. Um, what else? The chip is super fast. The RAM, it's nice. Let me take this off. Get rid of this stuff. What other things I like is the fingerprint sensor right there. So I have both my thumbs registered on the phone. So when I fire it up, you can just push it once, keep your thumb there, and it fires up. No more swiping like this with the other, with the Note 4. I'm actually recording from my Note 4 right now, this video. That's the other thing I really like about about this. You don't have to mess around with it. You keep your finger there and it fires right up. I really like that, and it's secure, so at least nobody else will be messing around. So next question that people are going to be asking me: what launcher is that, or how do I get that look? Blah 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 blah. Okay, so the launcher that I'm using is Go Launcher EX. Okay, it's nice because if you go like that, you can rotate the screen, right? And also the dock. You get 3 docks. I use either Nova Launcher or Go Launcher EX. I like Go Launcher because of the transitions that it has. It also has gesture-based things on it, gesture, like swipes. So I have it set up. What is this doing? Okay, so I have it set up so that if you swipe down, it goes to a Google search, right? Actually, I didn't set that up for Google yet. So here I just set it up. I'm gonna go local search. Huh, it doesn't give me Google search. That's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look into that later. Anyway, so you swipe down, gives you a search. If you swipe up, brings me directly to my camera. There's other ones too where you can actually draw on the screen, a VP, blah blah blah. You can pull up whatever, whether it be a contact or that. So anyway, the camera on the phone itself, I like it. You have to get a little bit used. You have to get used to a little bit of how to navigate through it. You have your effects, HDR. You can have that constantly on if you want. Your flash settings right there. Your timer settings right there. Your ratio, whether it be 4:3 or 6:16:9, settings will be right here. So you can change here. Video setting for the rear. I have it set for full HD to 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames. Video stabilization is not on. If you degrade the quality to HD, then you can turn video stabilization on. Grid lines I like having on. This is whatever you want. This is personal preference, basically. The other thing I like also is the when you go to menu, you can go to Pro Settings. So here you can set it up. There's even custom settings here. If you tap on that, you can set your custom settings and set it to 1. So you can set custom 1 to like daytime shooting, custom 2 nighttime shooting, stuff like that. So here, that's your autofocus, your standard up on top, your what do you call it? I can't remember what the name of that is. Anyway, you can see it right there, breezy, vivid. It changes the profile, the picture profile. White balance, I usually keep that on automatic. ISO, here's where you would specify where you want it at. Keep it on auto, or like for daytime outside, I'd keep it on 100. Inside, I'd keep it at 400. If you want like fast action, slap it on 800, and your shutter speed is 800th. Auto, and then you also have your exposure compensation right here on the bottom. If you're not into that, just keep it on. You don't have to do this. You could just keep it on auto, and it'll do everything for you. Live broadcast, haven't tried that. Panoramic is cool. I've tried that. Selective focus is all the same stuff from the other. Virtual shot, I don't know what that is. Fast motion, I'm not sure. Haven't tried that either. But the camera's nice. It's definitely on par, if not better than the Note 4, the camera. What else? Other than that, really, it runs very smooth with the 4 gigs that I find. I have seen it hiccup a couple times. A lot of people say, "Oh, it never hiccups." Yeah, it does. 4 gigs definitely helps, and the octa-core processor definitely helps. But I think, okay, the transitions that I use here. Oh yeah, sorry, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but now that it pops in my head, the wallpaper I'm using, live wallpaper, is called Clock Tower. Clock Tower with the live wallpaper. It's called Clock Tower from the once again the Play Store, and you can set up all your preferences from how much dust you want, dust intensity you want, to types of clocks, the hands it uses, etc., etc. And you can with Go Launcher EX that I'm using here, you have all kinds of different transitions. So speaking of transitions, what I was talking about when it bogs down is when I would switch it to cylinder. The cylinder, I don't know, for some reason some transitions don't play nice with it. This one is very fluid. This one's very nice. Oh, oops, I swiped up. But you know, that's pretty badass. You know, it's nice and smooth. It's buttery smooth, right? I swiped up again. Pictures are really nice, and you can swipe. So far I've covered what I like about it. Um, Performance is great. It's always snappy. Call quality, it's great. I'm actually surprised I'm tending to get a better signal in my basement, which is where I spend majority of my time, where my TV is, and stuff like that. With the Note 4, my signal was pretty crap. I mean, it's still pretty crap. I'm not attributing it to the phone. It's my cellular company, but it seems to be better with the Note 5. So that being said, what else? If you go here to all your contacts, just like everybody else does, it's super fast. It's nice. This feature is so cool. You pull out your pen, right, like that. Oh, I wonder if it's because of that. Let me check this out. Hold on. Okay, I don't know. The first time I tried it didn't work when I was recording, but this is the feature I like. You pull the pen out, right? That's great. And then you can save it. What are the other things I found? Let's go like that. When you do, you can push the button or just pull it out. Let's go screen right here. So, okay, so now you can change your pen, right? Change the tip. Let's go pencil. And you can go like that. It's pretty cool. Like, I used to do this with the other one too. If you want a different the exact color, like if you're gonna shade something in and you want the identical color, you can go like that. I want this identical color, right? So now, whoops, that, right? I think that's how you do it. Yeah, that's it. So now that's the identical color to that. So that's pretty cool. From here, one of the things that with a Note that I was able to do with the screen capture was to crop it. I don't see that here. I see share, save to scrapbook, save in gallery, and then here's your undo, erase, and change your different color pen tips and stuff like that. So the workaround would be to, well, for what I do, would be Smart Select, I guess, because now you can specifically see. I never used that with the other one. You can specifically go like that, and now you can save that to gallery or share that specific whatever you just did. So see, so we're just gonna delete that. Yeah. So okay, stuff I don't like about the phone. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have any external storage. With the Note 4, I had an external 64 gigabyte card with the 32 internal. It was almost filled, but I think it was filled because I knew I had the space, so I didn't care, and I just loaded it up with movies and stuff like that. But when getting this here in Canada, the only thing that I had was the 32 gigabyte version, so that's what I'm stuck with. So I picked that up, and I transferred a bunch of stuff over. Movies, I still that pictures and music. I think about 5 gigs free, which is, I mean, it's still a lot. But if I really need a ton of space, I could just dump a bunch of movies. That's really not a big deal. So, I mean, storage-wise, it's not bad. But definitely this case is so much better, because now I can go like this, and definitely I know it's not going to slip out of my hands. So this video is running 15 minutes now, so I'm going to close it at that. If you have any questions, just hit me up on my on the questions below. Okay, thanks. I might do another video. We'll see what happens.